let's do the bottom line results here. What did you find on the central estimates for the Harris and Trump campaign proposals? What effect that would they have on the debt?
I try not to editorialize in this project, but I will say they are not pretty. So both candidates have policies that would add to the debt, tax cuts and spending increases. Both candidates have policies that would reduce the debt, tax increases in both cases, and some spending reductions. But on net, we estimate Vice President Harris's agenda would add about $4 trillion to the national debt over a 10-year period, with a range of 300 billion to 8 trillion or so. And we estimate President Trump's agenda would add 7.8 trillion to the debt over a 10-year period, with a range of 1.6 trillion to 15.6 trillion on the high end.
And that comes on top. So what would that do to the debt to GDP ratio between, compared to current law estimates?
Sure. So right now, debt is about the size of the economy. If we do nothing, if nobody wins the presidency and we just stop doing stuff for 10 years, debt will be 125% of GDP within a decade. Our base case for President Trump is that it would be 134%. Excuse me, for Vice President Harris, it would be 134, and for President Trump, it'd be 143. So to oversimplify a little bit, Vice President Harris would boost debt to GDP by 9%, and Donald Trump would boost debt to GDP by 18%.
And I know you say that the year-by-year results are a little bit more uncertain, but the effect on the deficits would also go up. So what would the deficits be relative to current law?
Huge. So again, right now we're borrowing about 2 trillion a year. By the end of the decade, under current law, it'll be 3 trillion. Under Vice President Harris's plan, it would be 3.5 trillion. Under President Trump's, it would be 4 trillion. And I know going from 3 trillion to 4 trillion doesn't sound like that much, but it's important to understand that something like, in a decade from now, something like 1.5 trillion might be sustainable, might stabilize the debt. So we're almost kind of doubling under the Trump case how far away we are from debt stability.